Janthin Wild just came out with a lot of new weapons, a lot of new armor sets, and there's one in particular that not only looks great, but also is not in PvP. You can actually only get it by doing War vs World and PvP. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why you should be doing it. One, because it looks great, but because you can also make a lot of gold out of it, and how you can get it faster as well. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me, and remember to join your guild for the War vs World Alliance right here before it's too late. We only have 3 hours. Pick up your guild, and if you don't have one, definitely leave your in-game name in the description or, well, in the comments, or get into my Discord and I'll hook you up for a War vs World guild that we have right here. That being said, here is the set. It absolutely looks beautiful, very tribal, very nice, with a lot of detail in all the pieces, you know. And also he has tattoos, guys. The amount of dye combinations that you're gonna be able to do with this and other sets is absolutely gonna be great. It just looks so good. If you're into fashion in this game, oh my god, you're gonna love it. I think medium, honestly, is the one that is the most lacking compared to the heavy and light. But honestly, the shoulders and the head from medium looks absolutely great as well. And even then, it's a very, very, very good set. I really, really like it, and I'm gonna go get it. So I'm gonna tell you first how you can get it fast. We're gonna talk about the rewards actually a bit later on, you know, other than just the actual pieces. Now, the reason why you want to be doing this right now is because of the anniversary boost. It gives you 30% War vs World reward track progress and 30% PvP reward track progress. This means that any of the way that you choose to do it, or both, of course, you know, and actually that's pretty nice because if you do both, you get two unrepeatable reward tracks. This way, you'll actually be getting this super fast. Of course, you want to stack this with the rest of the experience boosters we're going to talk about right now. But doing this right now, this week, is going to be a great idea because, look, it's a lot of pieces. It's 6 pieces per armor set, 6 for heavy, 6 for medium, 6 for light. So you know, if you can do this right now, it's a good idea to start blasting PvP War vs World while this experience boost lasts. Actually, I'm guessing it's only 1 week. I don't think it tells us this, but I'm guessing it's only, oh well, it tells us here, yeah, 7 days. So definitely, if you're gonna go for this, now is the time. But of course, in War vs World, you can just go in it, get 1 camp, get to tier 6 participation, and just kind of semi-AFK by getting your participation up to the maximum and just sit there. But of course, you can still have fun while doing it. If you want to do PP, also a great idea. And also, it's kind of rewarding right now. You're gonna get a good amount of gold from it, specifically liquid gold. So it's actually pretty much worth it. A good thing that you can do in order to actually get this a bit faster is to actually get boosters. And how do you do this? Now here you can see all of the boosts that give you reward track modifiers. You can see that, of course, your experience booster, you can get it from your heroic booster or your candy corn gobbler, your festival gobbler boost from your snowflake or saitafi and gobbler. Black lion boost, I would definitely not recommend this one as it's only 30 minutes and you'll have to spend 1 black lion statuette every time. I wouldn't. You have your guild enhancement world reward track or PvP reward track from the Guildhall Bartender as well. You have the rested reward track experience that you can get from your homestead, but the bonus will depend on your mastery level. So unless you have the maximum one, here we go, from the Wilds, Lowland Codan. If you do not have all of the homestead's mastery points, you will not get as much as you could. If you want the best one, you will need to have this one, Apprentice Handiworker Crafting and Homestead Expansion. You will get to the highest tier of resting bonus, and you at least need this one for it to make it work, as it unlocks the additional homestead space and resting bonus. So unless you have, you have to have at least one to get it. And honestly, this entire trade line is definitely worth getting, this mastery line. So not really losing anything by investing into it, especially if you like PvP or World vs World. Just remember to leave your characters in there. Remember to leave your characters in your homestead so you can get this bonus. And for last thing, the War vs World reward track enrichment. You cannot actually get a PvP enrichment here. It's only for War vs World, and you can get it from any of the Laurel vendors in War vs World for 5 laurels and a few badges of honor. Definitely worth getting. You will need to have a piece of armor that actually can put an enrichment on this side. I'm pretty sure it's only ascended or legendary, of course, but then you can put it in, and it's good to have. It's permanent on your character, and it will give you a bit more reward track. Now, what do you actually get from this reward track? First of all, of course, you get the Yanther Wilds gearbox that you will get and be able to choose which piece of armor you actually want, but it will also give you Mystic Clovers, currencies from the expansion, and other rewards like rare undefined gear that you can actually sell, right? Or, well, salvage for other materials that you can also sell. Now, the first time you do this, it'll give you a lot more. It will double your currency from the actual map expansions, and it will also give you 7 Mystic Clovers instead of 2 from the Yanther Wilds gearbox. So even if you actually don't really care that much about this set in particular, I would heavily recommend you to do it at least once to get those Mystic Clovers and get an insane amount of value out of one reward track. Now, the second time you do it, you only give you 2. It will give you half of the currencies, but it still will be worth it. I calculated more or less how much gold you actually can get from this reward track, and as soon as we get the actual numbers, we'll definitely leave it in the description, but it's more or less like 13 to 15 gold from one repeatable reward track, right? So it is definitely a good amount of gold, not only considering the fact that you're actually getting currencies that you can transform into gold. For example, these currencies, the honeycomb and the Morsad currencies, you can actually change them. I read about this today, every day, for specific keys from for the Kodan caches that you can use for yourself to open them and get Morsad runestones that you can sell, or you can just sell them in the trading post for a bit of gold, for 33 silver each one. So it's definitely worth getting. And of course you can get this by just playing the game, but eventually you'll run out. So just doing this to stack up on them, I think it's definitely very, very good. We don't know exactly how much gold you actually get from this reward repeatable track, but considering everything, I would definitely prioritize it right now, because the gold per hour from the other reward tracks, as you can see here, they are pretty kind of similar to the ones that we're having right now, plus of course the beautiful skins. Yeah, sure, it's not as good as something like Dragonfall with 17, and I would not really pay attention to this ones here, because first of all, Halloween reward track is not actually something that you can pick up right now. The Magnificent, Thornhead Peaks, and Jahai buffs are actually kind of inflated because of the fact that you can have to craft with very specific currencies that this reward tracks give you. And Secrets of the Obscure reward track, it's probably the best, but also you'll have to craft with research notes. So overall, I think it's not bad in terms of the amount of gold that you're gonna get. Plus you get the currencies, plus you get a very, very good piece of armor. So for me, at least, I'm gonna be repeating this until I get the entire armor set, and I'm gonna be happy that I'm working on the currencies for Yanther Wilds. And not only for that, but considering the fact that we're getting the legendary spear very soon, I think those currencies are going to be very, very valuable. So personally, I would definitely just stay on this reward track until, I guess until you guys can change your mind or there's something else comes out, and I'll definitely make a video about that. But I think this is definitely the reward track to be doing right now in PvP and War vs. World. And honestly, it's very nice that I have a reason to be playing these game modes, as I like them so much. Pick which one you like the most, but I think the spears are making both of these game modes way more interesting and way more fun. So definitely tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I missed anything. Tell me if I got anything wrong. And remember, we have alliances coming out, a new team creation lockouts coming out. So if you don't have a guild, join ours. We run every day at night, sometimes in the morning as well. I'm gonna run every Friday in the morning as well, if you want to join us. So definitely do this. And of course, if you miss it and you're watching this video later, you can actually talk to ArenaNet, send them support posts and say, hey guys, I couldn't get into the alliance, into the guild that I wanted. Can you hook me up with a little bit of a transfer? And 90% of the time, they will actually do this. So do that if you really want to join us, and go into my Discord to get a guild invite for War vs. World. And definitely say for War vs. World, otherwise I won't be able to know whether it's the main guild or the War vs. World guild, as there are 2 of them. So there you go. Tell me what you guys think. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye.